Warning, the following contains material that may be too disturbing to some people. Descriptions of violence, mature situations, and adult themes. This is intended for mature audiences. Your discretion is advised. I am back. Let's see if these guys are. Hello.
Hi.
Are you guys all good? Ready to proceed?
Yes.
Okay, I think so. We're coming back from break. Just kind of want to fill everybody for the YouTube videos, you know, because they get kind of screwed on those YouTube videos, and sometimes they just see the second part. They don't know what's going on. So right for the break, we saw the flesh blooming in the distance on the horizon, just like the mass coming up, blotting out the stars. It's dark, so you guys can't tell it's like flesh. I mean, metagaming, Havoc wouldn't be aware of this because he doesn't know about the flesh really or anything.
No.
But Seston seems to sense it or something. He reacted to the presence, or maybe it was just the ground rumbling that's unsettled him somehow. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully we'll get some neater little reveals here coming soon. I've been trying to work out, like, I knew I wanted the flesh thing to happen during this combat at some point, but I wasn't like sure when would be a good time. So I was like, oh, we'll just throw it in. It's not supposed to really happen at a good time. But it has happened now. Okay, so it was Lynette's turn, I believe, the doppelganger, who looks like a gladiator now and was heading back to climb back into the room, presumably. She gets to there. She still has 10 feet of movement. Yeah, the small personal hell he's tied up is a very good point, Wolf. Just wait until he's not a goat anymore.
Right.
You try holding on to him then. Because you got teleport bullshit. It's not like a rope is gonna do it, you know? Like, but you know, maybe they have something.
Just wait.
Maybe they have something in mind. Okay. Well, it's not his turn, so he's not going to say anything to you yet. All right. So, Lynette, she has to climb down 10 feet. She has 10 feet left, and climbing is double movement, so she doesn't have enough to get down to the ledge yet. She shoots a look over towards Daytash over here, who just like cocks an eyebrow at her. But she looks like one of these big buff gladiator dudes with like an oddly small bow on his back.
Short bow.
Yeah, and it's probably just made out of like some gnarled branches or something. Okay, that's Lynette's turn. I guess she'll hold an action to shoot anyone if she gets eyes on them. Marin?
Meryn is wondering if there are rocks and pebbles on the ground near him. Any loose stones and pebbles on the street?
Oh,
I mean-
no, you're not going to do that.
Probably.
Oh no.
Probably. Like,
Would you say there's at least 10 that I can see within 120 feet?
I mean, we're talking like little grains of gravel and stuff here. It's
Yeah.
you could. I mean, there certainly would be like 10 individual grains somewhere. I don't know what you got planned, but it's a stone street. It makes sense that there would be like.
Wasn't there like a fireball that got like attacked?
Yeah, so there probably would
like...
be a good bit of debris around the area then. Yeah,
Okay.
there's maybe some various sized rocks, some like as big as your palm.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, as long as they are tiny objects, then it's fine.
Yeah, Ella straight up blasted the gate with a fireball. So like there's metal
Oh,
pieces
yeah.
and
Okay.
and rock pieces everywhere.
Here we go.
Pick up 10 little shards of metal, pieces of rock, splinters of wood, and or not pick them up, but animate them.
Okay. So you animate 10 rocks is what's happening?
Yep.
Okay.
Hopefully, kind of in around this general area.
Okay, so like in this, yeah, I mean there would be tons of debris in that area from the gate exploding. So okay, so you, what are we getting at here?
All right, I'm going to command mentally all of them to beat the hell out of this guy.
So you imbue the rocks with some sort of life.
Yep.
Yeah.
Does this
And
mean
then
that does this mean that they can fly, or are they still just
Yeah.
Yeah,
rocks?
they can fly as long as they don't have anything that would let them walk.
Okay.
Flying speed of
They
30 feet.
have, yeah,
and can
30 feet.
hover.
This is so they have a flag and they could just like pummel this guy, just like flying into
Yep.
him, basically.
With a +8
They
to hit.
have, yeah, +8 to hit, 1d4 plus 4 damage each,
What?
20 HP and 18 AC, and there's 10 of them.
So they all have a +8. Do they move on your turn, or they get their own like initiative?
They
I think they
okay, so
move
they
directly
move when I
after you.
command them,
Let me
and they
let
go.
me just read the spell for a second, because it's a very complicated spell. Let me just read over it.
Here, I'll send it in Discord because it's really glitched on the on
Bit,
roll
yeah.
20 when I send it. Everything bugs out.
Oh, really? It looks
So I
fine.
sent it through Discord.
It's well, just
The
numbers
stats
are
on
all
the
over, but,
objects are
yeah.
messed
Okay.
up.
Let me take a look at
Smushed
Discord.
together.
Go ahead and take 3 XP for this, Marin.
All right.
Because I feel like this counts as creative. Where am I looking in the Discord here? Or did you just link
General.
It's in
Yeah.
general.
it? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So as a bonus action, I can command them.
Because they're tiny.
And-
They have a
Oh,
+8.
so they move on your turn, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're just your bonus action basically.
I've never seen anyone use this spell before, so.
And if I issue no commands, then it defends itself, and once given, it continues to follow it until the task is complete. So I'm gonna say beat him to death.
Start making attacks.
They have
Yep.
their own AC and HP. They have 20 HP.
And strength and yeah, dex.
They have 20 HP. 10. So you get 10 creatures. They have 20 HP, 18 AC.
Yeah. You
Yep.
thought my wolves
Yeah.
were bad.
Yeah. Holy Jeebus.
I would only roll a few before because he's gonna die quick.
Yeah, he is. So
There's
the first one hits. They all hit. All those hit.
okay. Hang on. What's damage again?
Yeah, so just go ahead and roll.
1d4 plus 4.
You're probably gonna kill this guy pretty quickly. So
This is a thing.
this is pretty badass. Just to be honest. So that's damage. That's the first hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then second.
Second is
Wow.
another 8. Okay. And third is another 5. Okay.
Then 4 more.
And then 8 more, right?
All right.
That
Yeah, 8
fourth
more.
Is he dead
so
yet?
he's dead. He dies on that 4th hit.
Okay.
So you got 6 more. Can they move? They can move to the next guy,
They can
right?
move 30 feet.
Yep.
So I mean, yeah, we can just say that they were like in his square or whatever.
Alright.
Yeah, go ahead and roll 6 attacks, or you can start rolling attacks. You're gonna kill this guy really quickly too. I'm just telling you.
Roll 1d20 plus
So
8.
and then
I didn't technically command them to attack him too, but I feel like if it was still in their turn, I think they would understand that I wanted to
You could
kill all of them.
probably change. Yeah.
yeah, I think it's
I feel
reasonable
like
that your
I would've-
command would have
yeah, I
been to kill them.
Right.
Like,
Kill the enemies.
Yeah, just kill these guys. So hit. Jesus, you really rolling the? You're not rolling under 15.
I'm
Hit.
actually rolling
all
good
those,
for once.
all those hit. Go
Yeah.
ahead and roll damage.
Wait, I have
You
2 more.
found-
I mean, you can burn them all here. Sure. You only got.
They're not gonna be able to fly to anything else.
Yeah.
They keep going for like 10 turns. So.
So the 15 and the 13 miss.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not far enough.
You jinxed
I
it
need
by
to-
saying you hadn't
Yep.
hit below.
Yep.
Okay,
You did.
7. 7. Okay, he's dead. He's dead.
Okay.
He's dead.
They
Tim,
keep smacking
Tim,
the
you can
body.
stop hitting them. They're dead. All right. So what does it look like when you summon up a bunch of rocks to beat these people
I
to
think
death?
he's coming at me, and then the ground around him, it almost looks like it's shaking for a moment, and then he realizes that pieces of the ground are just rising up, and they all kind of start going thunk, 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 and flying at him, and then they start flying over to the other guy and just beat him to death.
Yeah, I think some of them like pierce through them like bullets, and they're bleeding everywhere. Yeah, it's terrible. It's a mess. It's
And then they
it's
all
also
hover
pretty
over the
cool.
body.
Yeah. Okay.
Swarm of bees.
So why don't I just like I'm gonna get you like a rock, and we'll treat it like a swarm for now.
Alright.
And here, let me.
I
just,
never
like-
got around to actually getting funny items to do it with, which is what I was gonna try to work. I was gonna get like rocks and paint faces on them or something.
Oh god.
Something stupid.
We can make something if you want.
You should
We could
totally
just-
do
I'll
that.
figure
Where you
something
can
out.
like drag it
next
onto
rest.
the. We can set it up to where you can like drag it onto the map or something.
The other thing I was thinking is have arrows or something, and then have it be like Yondu's head thing where you can
Oh
whisk
yeah.
shoot around and shoot people.
Right on.
Oh
Thought that'd be
god.
cool.
Don't mess with Marin.
Couch up. Yep, would be great.
All right.
I thought about ball bearings, but they were in my bag of holding, and it takes an action to use a bag of holding, so I'm gonna try to do that. But
Coins
yeah,
too, you
Get
could
like a
just toss
couple
out coins.
caltrops. Yeah, coins.
Aaron's not gonna risk his money like that.
I figured.
So your action was casting the spell. Your bonus action was commanding the rocks, right?
Yep.
Um,
And then I'll start kind of just kind of wandering off down the street a little bit. Free.
So you're trying that casual.
Yeah,
yeah.
just keep
After you
whistling.
muttered some arcane words and brought rocks to life. Okay.
You
Yep.
see a couple tired-looking guards come stumbling out of the barracks, like rubbing their
Oh, no.
eyes and like stuff, and they're starting to look down this way.
I point over down the street. There's rocks coming alive and beating people to death. You need to do something.
Yeah, the guy's like, "What?" He doesn't. He's still not really fully awake.
I scream and I keep running off in the distance.
Yeah.
That's my turn.
All right. So Marin's leaving you guys here, just so you know. Okay. Uh,
Some rocks.
Havoc, you're a goat. What would you like to do? Do you want to try to get away again?
Muted myself. I sure am a goat. I have a question for you.
Okay.
I assume I can try to bite at the ropes.
I mean, I don't know if a goat can reasonably bite its feet when it's hogtied. Let's
Wouldn't it?
Can they reach it with their mouth? Can they reach like the tips of their feet?
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know. Am I wrong? I can do something else if I can't bite at the
Let's-
ropes.
Goats are
but-
pretty crazy.
Let's look at a picture of a hogtied goat.
Yeah,
I just
I
want
suppose there would be
I need
something on the internet.
I need some reference here. I suppose it's reasonable that you could try to bite at your feet. You are grappled and restrained. But I think we would treat it like, what would we treat it
Like-
as? Like sleight of hand or like an attack action on the rope?
But it's up to you. If I can't do that, I can do something else. So it's all right.
I can't scientifically prove this, but I'm pretty sure that goats are good enough at biting things that they could probably eat Superman.
Like
Yeah,
I know,
I
I
mean,
know
my
they
intention
eat
is
I know
to
they
bite
can-
the rope.
Yeah, I know
Just
they
to
can
attack
eat
them.
like 10 cans and stuff, right? And it's like no
Yeah.
problem.
Their teeth are like. Nah, nah, nah.
The only thing is like, I mean, I'm just my only hang up is like, could you reach your feet
Could I
with
reach
your
it?
mouth
Right.
while you're hogtied and being carried by this giant dude?
I mean, you can always just fight yourself to death and turn back into.
I wish. God, I wish I could damage myself.
but I also like, I also don't want to leave you where there's like nothing you can do, but you're also like, it's
up to you.
It's kind of working against you here in a lot of ways. Let's see.
If I can't bite at the ropes, then I can do something else. So it's all good.
Restraints. I'm just gonna look up the rules for breaking restraints and see if we can just do something, because you like may not have to bite them. Like you may just be strong enough to break the rope.
It's it's a DC 17 strength check to break a rope. Well, to burst it, anyways.
Yeah. I think that might be your best bet as far as like we can narratively say you're biting at them. But I kind of think that's that's the way you get out of restraints, right? That's the mechanic for doing that.
All right.
That does seem really high. Like maybe metal cuffs are higher. I thought it was a lower DC because it's rope and not metal, or something.
I think rope is 17. I just pulled it off of a site. Anyways,
what about the restrained condition? It doesn't give you like disadvantage or anything, right?
Yes, it does actually. Wait, well, on attacks, not on strength checks. But either way, I fail. Okay. So if it was an attack, then the rope has an AC of 11 and only 2 HP, but I would have disadvantage. If it's a strength save or whatever, it's just a higher DC, but I don't have a disadvantage. So it's pretty hard either way.
Yeah, you have disadvantage on dex saves, but not like checks. So
yeah. I'm gonna, for the next hour, every 6 seconds, I'm gonna.
Yeah, dude, you got to get out of these restraints. Now the good news I got for you is, like
or be eaten by the flesh.
Well, the flesh isn't here; it's a long ways off.
Right.
But like it doesn't seem like Seston wants to hurt you. You could be because he doesn't want you to turn back into Havoc, but he seems to be like not trying to hurt you, for what it's worth.
I have an intelligence of 2, as I've been told.
Yeah, you have no idea. Yeah. all you know is this big thing. It has a hold of you, and he smells weird.
Yeah. Does he?
Yeah. He probably smells like he probably smells a bit like ash, and like a slight whiff of like fungus. And he has this odor hanging on him like the sewer. You're a goat. You got strong sense of smell. It smells like he has a scent of like the sewer on him, like he's been there recently. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll give you that. Okie dokes.
That's it.
Alrighty. Daytash. He's still holding concentration on the goat. But he can step over this way. Just enough to get there. And he holds out his wand over the edge, and he fires it straight down. Like, well, I guess it would be like this way, so not straight down. But he's firing it like over here. The guys in the room just see a fireball shoot straight down from above. And then the ground below is going to explode. So he's trying to hit this guy with the his wand of fireballs here.
Is he sure about that?
I mean, he'll put it like over here somewhere. You know?
That's definitely gonna hit him.
Oh well, that person's still up on the roof.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I guess it would be 40 feet up, huh? That does seem kind of careless. No, it'd be 20 feet up. So yeah, it wouldn't.
20 feet up.
Yeah. So yeah, it wouldn't reach. But yeah, he's just trying to blast this guy. He's just way overdoing it. Okay. So fireball.
Jesus.
That guy has to make a dex save. He doesn't have very good dex. Oh, but he saves. He takes half, which is 9. Right. That's his action. He's got. Let me see how many charges he's got left of that. Lots. Okay.
Yeah, you can throw one over at me. That'll be fine.
Yeah. Before when he fireballed, you're like, oh, okay, he's fireballing me. He can't see me. And now you're like, please fireball me, please. All right. I guess that's his turn. Vaira, what you doing?
First, how long ago did that guy drag Havoc around the corner?
6
Was
seconds
it
ago.
before?
It's been
Oh,
like
so
a couple.
it was after Vaira got up, or before Vaira got up on the wall?
I mean, it's been a. It was after you got up on the wall, I think. I can't remember.
I think it was before.
Was it before?
Yeah, because I remember Ambien being here when on the wall when he was like, guys, he turned into a goat.
Okay. I mean, it is also dark over here. Like, the only light is coming from this window right
Well,
here.
Vaira has the dark vision that Ambien gave her.
Oh, so it's like
I
300
think
feet or
Soul
something.
does
Basically.
too. Yeah.
Yeah. So then never mind.
Yeah.
That's not a problem. I don't know. I
Uh,
honestly don't
I'll
know
just
if you
say
would have
that
seen
she
it.
didn't see. She doesn't know.
We
I
can
don't
have
think
you
she
roll
even heard
something if you
Ambien
want.
tell Soul that he's a goat either, because she was down fighting the other dude. So, she does see the guy who just threw a fireball into this room.
He threw it
instead of-
straight down to the ground, to like the front door,
Oh, okay.
basically.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
She doesn't know where Havoc is. They know that Ambien's there because Ambien's so bright, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's glowing. I mean, he's hiding behind a tent, but it's also kind of transparent. Like the light.
But
the
Ambien
light...
was also like over above it before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was above
So they
it.
know he's at least okay. So she's wondering why they didn't like come closer to attack them.
Yeah, they don't seem to be firing on you guys at all. Like, you weren't up there to see the fireball either, but Soul and Ambien saw the fireball, and you guys would notice that like he could have hit you guys with that if he wanted to. He could have hit you guys.
Oh,
The
yeah.
And,
first one.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah, when he launched that fireball onto the wall over here, like he could have hit them and the guy that he hit, but he shot it in a way that would only hit that guy.
No,
But-
yeah. Vaira probably saw like a bit of it come over the edge or something.
Yeah,
light
because you were
from
down
it.
there with those guys, and you're like, wouldn't it hit those guys too?
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, the flame would probably shoot over the wall, but not down.
Yeah. Okay. So she's not sure about those guys. But
You
she
can-
does know there's still a guy up here.
There is.
So how injured does that guy look?
He
He's
is.
like untouched.
He's full health, actually.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's untouched.
excellent. Okay.
God.
She is going to mind whip guy.
Intelligence. So let's make an intelligence save. The goat. You hear a goat panicking somewhere in the distance. He fails horribly, so he takes 8.
Damn it. 3d6. Yeah.
Oh, that was awful rolls.
Yeah, the 1. It's 1 and the 2. What else happens though? And it
Next
can't take
turn, it has to
reaction.
choose whether it takes a move, an action, or a bonus because it only gets 1.
He gets
It's
no.
like a single turn slow.
He gets no reactions at all.
Yeah.
And wow. Okay.
Let's see. Because it worked, so now I can't. Well, I could, but that's a waste. I was thinking of doing twin spell to have it happen twice, but
I think when you do twin spell, it has to be a
It has to-
separate target too.
Yeah, it has to
Oh,
target
does
someone
it?
else.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay. What was the range on that? Just a second.
90 feet.
Reach them.
Did we lose it? Okay, I thought we lost Ella there for a second.
Just too far.
Yeah.
Unless you move
Move?
halfway and then
Yeah.
do it. Right.
Yeah,
Can't
you
you
know, I
move, like,
did.
Except for you'd have
This
to
way?
jump because you're. Oh, yeah. I guess you could go this way.
No, still doesn't.
Yeah,
Yeah, you'd
so...
have to go down, and to do that, you'd have to jump again. It's only 10 feet.
It's 20 feet. The wall's 20 feet.
20
high.
feet. It's only 20 feet.
I mean, everybody's been jumping and taking the fall damage, so you can join the club.
I don't... I mean, I have a jump spell, but I think it only helps with distance, not with height.
You can link it. We can take a look at it if you want.
Well, it just says that their jump distance is tripled, so I don't know if it would.
Okay. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Wouldn't cushion the fall then or anything.
No. I think she's just gonna hang tight where she's at.
All right.
She wants to watch this guy try and figure out what he's gonna do.
I mean, he's probably gonna die. That's what he's gonna do. I'm thinking.
Yeah, she likes to watch them suffer. So she's watching this guy as he's like trying to figure out what he's gonna do with his one turn.
Okay. All right.
Or
Right
one
on.
action.
Good stuff. Okay. On Garx's turn, those of you who can see over here would see the spider who is like curled up in a ball, clearly on his back, dead, as his legs start to extend and crack and pop. He wakes up on the ground with 1 HP.
Whoa.
Like
Cheater.
like someone else we know. It might kind of remind you of. It looks like the process that happens looks very similar. Although it happened a lot faster. Well, not really faster than the first time it happened to Havoc. About the same amount of time.
Let's see.
But yeah, a very very similar thing is what we saw happen to Havoc when he came back. Happens to the spider. It looks confused as it comes back and it like looks around. It seems like it's trying to get its bearings, and then poof, it vanishes. Ambient, you can still see it though, so I'm not going to take it off of the map. He disappears, and he's not moving anywhere right now. I guess he'll take an opportunity attack and die again, basically. But he is invisible. That's his turn. I guess he could attack. Well, not from the ethereal plane. He can't.
If he attacked, he'd become visible, I think.
Yeah, you're right. I think that's how it works. I don't think he's going to take the risk. He doesn't like dying. It's painful. All right. Soul.
Okay, Soul's gonna fly over to here, and I think he's gonna attempt to grapple this guy.
All right. So your athletics versus his athletics or acrobatics.
Yeah, and I'm gonna use my inspiration.
All right.
Try to do
You get advantage. Oh. Well, at least you
That's
didn't
not
roll a
very good.
1. Let's see what he rolls. A 10. Does that mean he grapples you? Is that how this works?
Well, I'm gonna do I'm gonna use this.
How did, I don't, that can't. That's not
Um,
how it works, is it, Wolf?
I'm gonna
No.
use Flash of Genius.
All right. Thank you.
I'm gonna use Flash of Genius to add +4 to that.
14.
Oh,
So now it's an 11.
what? What?
What?
Can you use?
Oh, you had advantage on the athletics?
Yeah, I
he,
use my inspiration.
he uses
Oh, okay.
inspiration
Sorry, I
to get
didn't-
advantage. Yeah.
So yeah, it'd be 11, which means he passes.
Right on. Okay. Okay. Sneaky. You get your grapple on him.
That's cool.
And then I would like to turn
That is
and
pretty
then drop him over the wall.
Wait. Can you do that?
Well,
It's
when
grappled.
you grapple someone, you can pull them with you, right? That's how it works.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can drag them.
Yeah. And
But then
you can,
he'd have to go too, wouldn't he?
well,
Okay.
he can.
Then
Soul,
I'll just go here and then drop him over
yeah,
the wall.
Soul can fly. So what he's saying is,
Oh, right. So
Soul
I
is-
forgot he could fly.
yeah, he's flying. So he's grappling this guy, and he just pulls him out over the wall, and then just lets go.
That will definitely. Yep.
Yeah. So he just falls 20 feet out here, right?
Yep.
I don't think you.
Wait, how far up do you go? You could go up a couple feet, right?
Yeah.
Or a couple more.
Yeah, you
So
could.
I have
Okay.
60
You can
feet of
move-
movement. I moved 25 feet.
You used your action to
So-
grapple, so you don't get your action.
And it's
so you could only go
double
up
movement
5
to
more
drag
feet.
them while they're grappled.
Yeah, never mind.
So you just have to like
So you only get half movement. So how
Well,
much?
I have 60 feet of movement, flying speed, using the fly spell.
Oh, you have
Oh,
60?
okay. So you have 35
Well,
left
then you
once you
could
get
go
to
up.
him.
You can go 15 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can go 15
Yeah.
feet up. Yeah, we can call it like
15.
another 10. We can call it like another D6 of damage. So you get 3d6 when you drop him off over the edge or whatever.
Nice.
Okay.
All right. So you're dropping him over here, right?
So, yeah, I'll roll 3d6.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think.
Or do you want to roll it?
You can roll it. I don't care. I don't think he has anything to try to hang on or anything. I think he just drops. 10 damage. Okay.
And now he's prone, right?
He is.
Okay, now Kitty's going to go over here and attack him.
All right. So you have advantage. He drops the 30 feet instantly. Like you drop instantly up to like 200 feet or something crazy. Okay, so is it a 16 or a 17? Or it's a 17. So it's just enough to
It's 7.
Yeah, it's just enough to hit. 6.
So 6 damage. And then Kitty's actually going to use Arcane Jolt.
Jesus.
So that's going to be an extra 3d6 force damage.
Okay. Roll the damage.
He can heal
Extra
people.
4
That's
damage.
cool.
All right. He's starting to look pretty bloodied. He's getting close to bloodied.
These guys have a lot of HP.
The veterans have 58 total, and this guy was not wounded until
Yeah,
like
he
just
wasn't.
before this, just a minute ago. I think Ella damaged him first, maybe.
Yeah, I damaged him first.
With the lash,
I look forward to his turn when he still can only do one thing.
which is stand up.
Well,
Well, or I
yeah.
guess he could attack at disadvantage.
No, he only gets to move. Yeah, he could
No.
attack from prone, but then he's just gonna get advantage against him all like from all these attacks next turn. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And plus the rocks are like right there. Like this guy is dead. There's no way this guy survives.
Kitty's going to growl at it. And then Soul's going to be like, Kitty, take care of this guy. We'll try to save Havoc. And that ends Soul's turn.
Right on. Okay. It is their turn. I guess since he's gonna die anyways, he'll take his attack with disadvantage on Kitty or whatever. He does have multi-attack. I don't remember if this guy was using just the two-handed, right? So he gets 2 attacks.
He
of
had the crossbow, didn't
Yeah,
he?
the crossbow.
He had a bow, but you can draw one weapon as part of the attack, so he could pull a weapon.
Well, he could just drop the bow. I mean, he's got
Right.
the long swords and stuff on him too, like the other guys. They have the heavy crossbow, and they got the short sword, and they got the long sword. I rolled their heavy crossbow for no reason. I was trying to show you what he had. In my head, it made sense. But yeah, he'll take the two attacks with disadvantage. He doesn't get the short sword because I think this guy was. I don't remember if this guy was just doing the long sword 2 hands. I'm treating it like that.
Okay.
But they have disadvantage, so 9 misses.
Nope, misses.
And an 18.
18 hits.
11 slashing.
Okay.
And that is his turn because he only gets one thing he can do because of that bullshit. Now, does that drop off of him after his turn?
That does, yeah.
I think it's just 1 round. Yeah.
Okay.
You also have this guy down.
Yeah. This guy down here, he was tangled up with the spider.
He's gonna die very soon.
He is going to die. He can't see the spider, but he knows it's there. So I think he's gonna try to attack it with disadvantage. Actually,
you gonna say something more?
Sorry, was somebody gonna say something?
No, I was going to, and then I realized I was reading it wrong. So.
Oh.
Actually, I was gonna say the halfling was the last one to attack him here. She killed his buddy in front of him after they dealt with the spider. The spider has disappeared, so I think he will run up, and he's under. The sorcerer is like still up on the roof, right? So he's like under on the first, like on the ground level. So I'll just move them out of the way for a second. All right, so he's gonna multi-attack, and this is the guy that had the short sword out too, right? So he gets 3 attacks on the half-elf or halfling, not half-elf. Half-elves aren't a thing here. Okay, so he gets 2 short swords and 2 long swords and a short sword. That is a miss.
Jeez.
That is a miss.
What? 20 AC, huh?
She has a 20 AC. That one connects. 5 damage. So he comes at the halfling with he's got 1 sword in each hand. And he takes a couple swings. She barely, she matrix dodges, right? So she leans back and it goes right past her nose or something on the first 2 hits. But then he catches her in the side with the 3rd one. All right. That's his turn, I suppose. Now the halfling gets to go. Let's see. She has point blank shot. Being within 5 feet of a hostile creature doesn't impose disadvantage on ranged weapon attack rolls. While wielding a ranged weapon which has the thrown property, you can threaten creatures within 5 feet. But it's a bow, so I don't think that applies, actually.
No, she can't. Wait, sorry, what was the question?
So she can fire at him with her bow from point blank
Without
range.
disadvantage. Yep.
Okay. I guess the rest of the stuff is just irrelevant. Because it's talking about other stuff, right?
The other part is saying that she can use it as a melee weapon if she wants to.
No, but it'll do less damage, so. All right, well, she'll do that, and, she gets 2 shots for taking 2 away from the attack roll or whatever. So let's do that. So at 26 hits, she can't roll a natural 1 because she has halfling luck. There we go. Lucky. So she gets to re-roll that, which means the 16, I guess, applies, which is a 14, which misses. But the first hit connects, so let me roll damage. He's also within 5 feet of the spider, so so she gets sneak attack, right?
Sneak attack.
Yeah.
Okay. So 4d6. 15, so 21 total. He's still alive. Okay. And that is her turn. Yeah. That's her turn. All right. Then Sadicus moves up. I guess he'll flank him or whatever. There's no flanking rules. It doesn't matter. And he'll make some attacks here. I guess he'll just make an attack with his long sword. Okay. 28 crit.
Oof.
Now he also gets sneak attack too. So let me roll that first. 11. And then sneak attack, it doesn't matter. He only has 1 HP before sneak attack damage, so he kills the guy. So yeah, Sadicus just runs up behind him and just eviscerates him. Like cuts open his torso and his like entrails spill out all over on the floor. And that is Sadicus's turn, I guess. Maybe he'll start moving towards the door. Like hold action. Or I guess he can't because he just uses action. He'll just move towards the door and chill there. Okay. Now the guy that's practically dead. No, those guys are all dead up there. So we're just talking about the people in the house now.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're hearing the commotion outside. And I guess they'll just jump out the window. So that's 30 feet. Join the fight. This guy couldn't get there, right? He would have to action dash, so he won't get a turn next round. We'll put him right there or something. He doesn't get like a attack action. Okay. The Lynette was holding an action to shoot her bow at somebody when she saw them, and they did come out through the window that she was watching. So I'll give her a shot on one of these guys with her bow. 22 hits. For 8, we'll just take it off this guy right here. All right. Now they've all got to take fall damage, so you just roll 3d6 and apply it to everybody. Another 8. Okay. All right. Where did I put... Oh, Sadicus. So Sadicus is behind them right now, I guess. Let me move that corpse out of the way. Some of them still got actions and stuff. Move that corpse out of the way because I need to rotate these tokens. Well, whatever. This guy should be able to make it to her. This guy will just fight Sadicus right there. This guy will be able to move around his buddy and engage. This guy was in the middle of a dash, so he's probably only got like a few feet of movement. He can get like right there. He also didn't have an action left. And then this guy. I think these two guys got to use their action to dash, but he's going to get up there and engage with her too. 2 guys on Sadicus will get to attack here. Okay. So he gets multi-attack. 3 melee or 2 range. So shield bash first. 17 is enough. Takes 6. And he has to make a strength check. Sadicus is not very strong. Strength saving throw. He succeeds. So the guy gets 2 more swings at him with the spear. Ooh, a crit and a miss. The crit does 19 damage. Cool. All right. So he hits him with the shield. It like knocks him off his balance, and he drives the spear into his gut. And Sadicus's blood spills out. All right, and then the second guy gets to go. Shield bash first. Oh, thanks for the cheers for the crit. Shield bash hits for 9. He's got to make a strength save again. Jeez. He succeeds, and then he gets 2 spear attacks on him. 1, 2, a hit and a miss. A hit does 12 more. That's some good damage. Sadicus is not looking so good. He is in trouble. He's beyond bloodied. He's really looking rough. Okay. That's all those guys' turn, I think. All right. Seston Varian has a goat in his hands. Let me just put on some combat music here or something. All right. So I got a goat. He says, you know, I was going to just give you the staff. Talking to the goat. He says, it was supposed to be an offering to get you to stay. And he's just going to continue carrying you around the edge here. And he says, don't worry. When we're finished, you'll be turning back into yourself soon. I guess he only has 15 feet of movement. I don't think he has any other special stuff he wants to do. He'll pull out a flask from like in his robe.
Okay.
It's full of like a reddish liquid. And he drinks it.
Do I smell anything?
Make a perception check.
Go. Sure. I'm sure they're good at that.
I think you do smell it. It's a potion of greater healing.
Oh.
I'll just tell you. Goat. You have supernatural goat smell a minute ago, so I'll just let you keep your supernatural goat smell. It's a potion of greater healing. That's what he pulls out. He gets 4d4 plus 4 HP back.
Potion.
I try to wiggle extra hard to make him spill some.
Well, your movement is zero, unfortunately. He only gets back down. Look at that!
It works!
What? It does.
Victoriously.
It does work. So he's got the goat like in one arm, like over his shoulder, and he's like pulling out this potion. He pulls the stopper out, and the goat wiggles, and like some of the potion spills on the floor. That's nuts. All right, 3 1s on 44. That's crazy.
And
All right.
2.
Yeah. All right. That's his turn. Ambien?
Alright, when the earth shake, like, can I see from afar, like, what is happening?
You can see, because you have like 300 feet of dark vision, but this is like miles and miles away. What you see is like a dark mass rising up in the distance, like on the horizon, and it's blocking out the stars that are behind it. I think make like a free Arcana or Religion check, whichever.
Because I'm just thinking about, like, from reading like the journal. Like I wanted to know
Yeah.
if it's like related to that.
I mean, the journal talked about like, a terrifying thing that was capable of wiping out the world. I think.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't know if you would just know. Oh, it's that thing from the journal, but
No, it's not that. But
go ahead. You got.
all right. So he's just like thinking like, oh, this could be what Demu's vision is, and it's like happening. So he starts flying up in the air, like 20 feet, and then with his instrument of illusion, like he will take it out, and then stars will be flying around him, and also as a bonus action, the glamour weave will also have stars popping out of his cloth
So,
or
are you like?
kimono.
You're basically doing the line from the journal where he talks about star exploding in the night air or whatever in the
Yes.
sky. All right,
Yes, that's what I'm
take
trying
3
to do.
XP for like RP creativity and stuff. That's pretty cool. I like the imagery there. It's a cool idea.
And then with the backdrop of the moonbeam, he's gonna use his action to thaumaturgy. And
Hold on a second before you do your thing. Unless this is still part of the star bursting in the air thing, is it?
it is.
Okay,
'Cause
go ahead.
he's just
Go ahead.
gonna
Go ahead. Sorry.
he's
Finish.
gonna make a loud boom at the end. Well, that's later actually. So I'll keep that thing after the end. So what will happen is he's gonna float up with the moonbeam behind him, and he's gonna say, "The acolyte Demu's vision is happening. The end is near. All life would be snuffed out. The stars do not wait for anybody." And then he starts losing concentration with the moonbeam, so it will be snuffed out. He would also turn off all the stars that was around him. I think. Can you just drop that off?
You could just.
And then he's and then he starts falling, like dramatically falling, but he could still fly. But I'm just like being dramatic, where he's like he just falls down like a falling star,
Okay.
and then a boom, you will hear like a falling star
All right.
with thaumaturgy.
So right as the boom hits, you hear first you feel something else setting like their eyes on you. I feel like you probably feel like it's coming from that mass in the horizon. Like you feel eyes on you from that far away, but it can see you. Like you feel something sensing your being. You hear a voice in your head. It kind of slithers in, and it doesn't. It feels probably like an evil presence, I would say. It doesn't like take control of you or anything like that. But it's like you feel like Slytherin, like it's looking at, like it wants to tell you something, and you just hear like a female voice, like in the back of your mind, go, "Brother," and then it like stops, and then you're back to normal, and then like I guess the boom goes off, and it like cuts it off.
Yeah, and then I start falling, but I could still fly. I like think of it as floating instead of like falling, because
Well, campaign's
Yeah,
over,
I'll take
Ambien.
that.
Finished the prophecy. We're all dead now.
It's a controlled fall. Yeah.
this is a prophecy.
Yeah. Okay. I'm assuming you don't have to like take fall damage or anything. Like if you want to fall down to the ground, you can or whatever, but you don't have to take damage because you're just flying. Like you can just turn off fly
Yeah.
for a second, basically.
Yep.
So are you like ground level now?
Yes.
I gave you bonus XP for that, right?
Yes.
Cool. Is that your turn?
Yep. That's my turn.
All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. an excuse to reference something I didn't think I was going to get to reference today.
Mhm.
Cool. All right. The doppelganger's turn. Let's see. Let me take a look. I mean, I think when she shapeshifted, she can speak as like what she shifted into. I think that's the way it works for doppelgangers, right? Like they literally shapeshift, so they can use their voice and everything.
If
I'm
it's the
pretty
same as a
sure.
changeling, then yes.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the same thing, but doppelganger is a similar monster. It doesn't really say whether you can or not, but it says like you retain all your statistics. I guess.
I would say yes, the voice is mimicked, but the equipment doesn't change with her. That's the one limiting thing.
Right. Okay. Well, she shouts down to the other guys that are fighting Sadicus, and Kieran down here, and she says, "Stop! As your commanding officer, I command you to stop fighting. Rush to the gates now," or something. We'll have her roll like a persuasion or something. Let me see what she's got. Deception. We can do deception. And we'll have them roll against it. They look up. Oh gosh, she rolled an 11. Okay, that's with a +6. I guess it would be insight, which is wisdom, right?
Mm-hmm.
We'll give them advantage because
Right.
there's more than one of them. Okay. They do not buy it. They do not buy it at all. Yeah. So she, I guess that's her action, right? Okay. So that's it for Lynette's turn. Marin, what are you doing?
Well,
Well,
there's still guards near me coming out of the tower, right?
there's just this one guy over here who's on the ground and currently being mauled on by a cat, but he's swinging back.
I think he meant city guards.
All right.
You mentioned
Oh,
a couple
yeah,
of
Yeah,
them
yeah.
I meant the.
stumbled out.
Yeah, They were coming out of the like guard barracks and they were headed in this direction. Yeah.
They say, "Help! Help! You need to go grab other guards. You need to run away and grab them. You're gonna need more reinforcements. They're overtaking his mansion. It's gonna fall." And I just act really panicked, and I put my hands on my head, and then I mentally command the rocks, keep beating the guards to death.
Yeah, so they're within 30 feet of this other guy. Or wait, the guards? The rocks going after the city
The
guards?
guard over here.
Okay.
This one here.
Yeah,
and then
this guy. Okay.
They'll hopefully start chasing these guards down after.
Yeah, I mean, you could start making your attacks on the guy. They have advantage because he's prone, right?
Yep. And I actually bound them like I was supposed to.
Okay.
Nope, I
Nice.
didn't. There we go. Hang on. Advantage first.
Okay,
And then I
hit.
can toggle them all. Advantage.
Okay.
Jeez.
Just way over.
Wait. They're getting 1d4 plus.
Wait, that's
8.
not right. That's not right.
So
Yeah.
it'd be
Okay,
6
so
on the
that's
first
4
one.
less.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was 6 damage then?
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
hang on. I need to fix that.
Second
really
one
quick.
is also a hit.
I'd hope so.
Drop 4 from the damage on this one. Oh wait, no,
Okay.
I fixed it. I fixed
Nope, he fixed it 6.
Okay.
Yep. it. And
Just enough to hit. Okay. He's looking
stupid. I love it.
He's looking pretty
Killing
rough.
people by pebbles.
Misses. That one misses.
All right.
That one hits. Okay.
Ooh, good damage.
He's
on that
looking
one.
he's looking pretty rough.
And let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Hit. He dies.
Okay.
All right, Ramblers.
They kind
let's
of
get
buzz
rolling.
around excitedly for a moment, and then
Thanks for the
they
follow.
start flying off.
Okay. So where are they headed now? You've still got like 20 feet of movement with them.
They're. So you said the guards were the ones that I was saying, run away, direction, something, or where?
They're probably like 100 feet or so to your right. Maybe
Okay, they
maybe
start
like 100 feet this way.
going this. Yeah, they'll start going in this direction. Flying off. So 20 feet in this direction.
All right.
Flying, and then they're chasing me, and I start running towards the guards. Help! Help! Help!
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. They
And
like
I
unsheath
start
their.
running and all fake, almost tripping, and then keep running.
Make like a performance or deception check, or persuasion, I suppose.
That wasn't supposed to be advantage.
All
So
right.
13.
Let me see here. I've got a guard sheet somewhere. I think. I thought I did. I thought I did, but maybe I don't. No, I do. I do. Okay, so insight. So they start coming towards you. One of them is like, "All right, sir, why don't we just settle down?" He's got a look in his eye. He seems suspicious of you.
Can I roll an insight check to see if Marin catches on?
Sure, yeah.
That they know.
I'd say you probably catch on.
Okay, I've used 25 movement, and I used 20 movement in the opposite direction. Or not 20, 10.
Alright.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Havoc. You are still a goat. What would you like to do?
I mean, there's not a lot I can. I'm gonna try and struggle. Struggle bus.
What were we doing the last time? The strength thing?
Strength check. What time is it? Yep, might as well use inspiration.
Okay.
Half hour left in the game. Can't hurt.
Again, today I thought we were going to get out of the manor. I was like, oh, they're just going to give up on chasing him, and then, you know, the rest of the folks will leave.
One
This
try.
is the opposite. This is the opposite of last session
Oh, man. Closer.
where Havoc did all the stuff and the rest of us waited.
Yeah, it is. It is. Balance. There is a balance to the force, guys.
Hey, we're committed to killing everyone here at this point. We need all the. We're
Please
getting a
kill
full
the
treasure
goat.
hoard, okay?
He's been a
Kill
goat
the
the whole.
goat.
He's been a goat the whole session.
I will. I should have bought more. Just really annoyed you guys and like kill that goat.
Alright.
All right, I'm done. That's it.
All right. Let's see. Datash sees a lot more guys down there now. He can just keep on wand of fireballing them, I suppose.
Overkill.
It kind of.
Well, not on these guys, probably.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna take several to kill these guys. To be honest. Just seeing if there's anything else he might do. He doesn't have a whole lot of spells left. He might try to hold on to them. So yeah, wand or fireball. Let me just dismiss another charge here. Okay. And we'll assume he's casting it far enough back to where it doesn't hit any of his companions. So it's going to be just these 4 guys in front of them. So they all got to make DC 16 dex saves. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Their dex pretty good.
Left to right, top to bottom.
Succeed, succeed,
They all
succeed, succeed. So they all take 13 damage. All right. Doesn't affect them very much.
52 points of damage in 1 attack. Still not bad.
It's not bad, yeah. But these guys are pretty beefy. Okay, I guess that's his turn. He's not gonna like bonus action quicken spell or anything.
I don't know about beef, but there's a goat if someone wants to kill it.
We don't see a goat anymore.
You hear it!
Let me see. He might move before he ends his turn. Move this way. Okay. All right. Vaira, what are you doing?
She's sad because she didn't get to watch the other guy suffer
Of course.
like she had planned. So she's gonna make more people suffer, and she's gonna center it. I think right about there.
You can just hit everybody over there.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
doesn't know who's on their side and who isn't, and she doesn't recognize anybody as Havoc. So she's gonna center on that guy.
All right. This guy's up on the roof, I think, so it probably wouldn't hit them, right? They're 30 feet up.
Got
Yeah,
a 20-foot
it's a
range.
20-foot radius.
If you put it
so-
up in the air a little bit, it would. There's no reason it has to be on the ground.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true. She's gonna try and hit everybody. So
If you
if
go-
she can center it above, she's gonna center it above.
15 feet up, I think, would work. Not totally sure.
All right. So they all gotta make intelligence saves. So let me start with Kieran. Her intelligence is good. She doesn't have a saving throws thing for it, so we'll just roll intelligence, I guess. She succeeds. She takes half.
Yes.
14. Okay, and then we'll do the 2 gladiators right beside her. They don't have any intelligence at all. 2 failures, so they take 30 each, or 29.
And they'll also have that one. Their thoughts are muddled for a minute, and they have to roll a d6 to subtract from attack rolls and ability checks and con saving throws.
Okay. We do these 3 gladiators in front of Saticus first. 2, 3. That's a fail, fail, fail. So they all get the debuff and take 29 damage. Minus 29. Minus 29. Minus 29. Alright, and then Saticus gets to try to save. Let's see. His intelligence is okay. He doesn't have. So let's see. It's a fail, so he takes 29. He dies.
Oh, what?
What?
Well, he's gonna come back anyways.
Yeah, he is, actually. But I guess the debuff and stuff doesn't stay on him, right? 'Cause he dies. I mean, he does technically die. He does, like, for real, fully die.
Yeah, it's like I think it does go off of him because the reason why they have these effects is because their thoughts are muddled. So if he dies, his thoughts are blank.
Yeah, at least on this plane of existence, they are blank. Okay. You kill him. Don't worry, he deserved it. Saticus is a real bastard.
And you just pissed off the halfling who's in love with him.
Yeah. She shoots you a look. Yeah, she doesn't look happy.
And it's not a
Varda's
puppy dog,
grinning.
guys.
She's loving this.
Okay. Well, you got anything else?
Wait.
Oh wait,
did it hit the mage guy?
the doppelganger. The doppelganger definitely. I guess the mage guy. I guess if it's up high enough that it would go like across the roof a little bit, like 5 feet over the roof. Do you think?
Yeah, she would have tried to make it go at whatever exact.
Well, it would have
spot
to be.
it
It would have to be like
hit.
30 feet up in the air to hit. Because it doesn't go
Well, it's got
around. It doesn't go through
It's got a
walls.
20-foot radius.
It doesn't go through walls, does it?
That's a
I
good
don't think
question.
so.
Probably not. If he's 5 feet back, if he's not looking over the edge, I thought he was because he was flinging fireballs.
Well, he moved. He was over here, but after he shot the fireball, like he shot the fireball like out to here, so it would just hit.
Does psychic energy move through walls? Does psychic
don't
energy
think
just
I mean,
floor
I know with fireball,
Yeah.
I'd be like, no, it doesn't move through walls or whatever. But I don't know how synaptic static works, so that's what I'm asking.
I don't think it would. So if he has cover, then I think he's fine.
I mean, it might. It's like a psychic thing, right?
Oh god.
It
The
just says
psychic
psychic energy explores there.
Yeah,
Whatever that means.
I think it's supposed to be explode.
Oh, okay,
I
that makes
mistyped. I might have
more sense.
mistyped.
That makes more sense.
Well, like the
This is one I had to manually type, so I probably.
Okay.
Oh, it does. It does say like explodes. Well, I think the doppelganger is like hanging out over the edge, so I'm gonna give it to you on her. But like she's definitely like hanging out over the edge, looking down, trying to take shots.
Mm,
What's the intelligence? Maybe you can kill the doppelganger.
17. DC 17.
What's not very great at intel. Oh, she does have an intelligence save though. Thing. Fail. 29. And muddled thoughts. She's looking really rough. I mean, she looks like a gladiator, but she's looking really rough for a gladiator. All right.
And then, so that is that mage visible?
Yeah, he is. He's just up on the roof. Yeah, he's visible.
Okay, he's like the only one that
Didn't get hit.
didn't get hit. Vaira will realize this, and she is going to
Break that concentration on the polymorph.
She just wants to attack everybody in
Yeah.
sight.
Yeah, shoot at him. Go for it. Let's see if you can. Let's see if Havoc stays a goat the whole session. or not.
So she's gonna do the quicken thing. So take away my sorcery points, and then she's gonna
Oh, it would hit the spider too. Well, I assume anyways.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, kill the spider again.
Dead. Poor spider.
Wait, does the spider have an intelligence of 2?
He's actually on the ethereal plane right now. So
Oh, I don't think it would
Oh,
hit
wouldn't
then
then.
it wouldn't then.
Yeah.
yeah, it wouldn't
Yeah.
hit him then, because he's
Yeah,
he's like
so-
invisible right now.
So there is my. Oh no!
no!
Good thing I'm not in sight.
All right, so I think it either blows up in your hand or it hits Ambien, right?
No,
Are
I'm
you
on
sure-
the floor.
Yeah.
Are you
Ambien
sure it
probably
doesn't
not.
curve around the roof and hit a certain goat?
I mean, no, I don't. Oh, look, we got
That's a homing bolt.
we got the
She
we got-
wants to kill the goat that's bleeding.
we got the cheers for the crit.
I'm getting desperate.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, Havoc, but no, I don't
No,
think.
it's good. It's good.
Yeah, Ambien's saying I'm on the floor and she's 20 feet up. I can see that argument. So why don't you just roll damage on yourself?
Let me double check something. I just realized I had something that might.
You got
Oh, that's
halfling,
ability check. Never
halfling
mind.
luck or anything like that?
No, I have something called magical guidance, but it apparently only works for ability check fails, not attack.
This is where she rolls max damage on Firebolt.
Right. Every other time she has. Yeah, there you go. It's pretty close.
Yeah,
It could have been worse.
yeah.
Myra bloodies herself.
So I basically take 2 damage because I have temporary hit points, which is nice.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah, because I can only use 1 meta magic per turn. I think.
Not completely true, no. But in this case, I
Well,
don't think there's anything
unless
else you
they
can do.
say that you can.
Right.
And I don't think quickened or twinned can be, so.
No, because you'd have to cast another spell.
Well, I would have twinned it on Firebolt, but I can't because neither of those are useful. So that's it. She's over there on the wall grinning.
All right.
She's a little upset about her Firebolt, but she's still grinning.
Yeah. You're certainly giving these guys a bad day. That is for sure. All right. On Spooter's turn, I think he's going to run away from the commotion. Maybe just like scurry back up the building or like over onto the second story or something. Just chill there and watch. The craziness. Yeah. We'll just say that. Okay. Soul?
Okay, Soul's gonna go down 15 feet.
Can't believe
and
Polymorph
then
worked out so well.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And then the wall's 20 feet, you said?
Yeah, it's 20 feet up.
Yeah. Okay, so I go down to the ground.
Okay.
Havoc's a fighter. This is his weakness. Damn spellcasters.
And I think... Can I hit anyone?
You can hit a goat.
I don't think he can hit the goat. This is he's got you tucked way behind cover.
I for sure can't hit the goat. The only way I can hit someone is a disadvantage because I have the long range, because the range is 60 to 240.
60 to 240. Then if it's over 60, it's disadvantage.
Right.
And 240 is as far as you can shoot. Like you literally
Right.
can't shoot further.
Yeah.
Automatic
I
miss
think
after that.
I think he'll attack the archer.
This one
Yeah,
with disadvantage.
with disadvantage.
Okay.
Because I think he'll think that that's the only one who can hit them from afar. So, 11.
11 misses, unfortunately.
And then he will shoot again.
And 19 misses,
19.
unfortunately.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, she's got that 20 AC. She's got the highest AC over here.
Where is the entrance here? Or the door? How big is the door?
The door was, I believe it was from like this square to like right, basically here to here, this inner edge of these two corners
I
here.
need to know.
Yeah,
how
yeah.
far.
Like that.
Kitty's gonna dash over to Soul.
Okay.
And then she's gonna like purr, and then Soul's just gonna pat him on the head, even though he looks like a dog still.
Right. Funky looking dog.
Oh,
Funny
yeah.
sounding dog.
All right. Is that your turn?
That ends their turn.
Right on. I think the veterans are all dead, right? Pretty sure they're all dead. Yeah.
They are. Yeah.
There is somebody I need to add to the turn order though.
Oh, good.
Well, it's just Meryn's friends over there. So, let me just grab some of these guys here. Oh, excuse me.
Let's go.
They'll be
Um,
dead soon.
they'll probably be dead soon. Yeah. They're also not on the map yet, but I'm just putting them here for. Let me copy, paste. There's gonna be at least 2 of them for starting, but they're like way off the map. But I need to add them to the turn order. Where's my? Okay, what did they get? A 21. Well, that'll put them going very soon. That would put them going quite soon, actually. Right, I'll put them there. Okay. Well, right now it is Kieran's turn, I believe. The woman you just shot at. But she's a little busy. I still got the stealth thing on her. She's not stealth right now. She was in melee combat. But she is going to disengage, cunning action, disengage, and run away. She has halfling nimbleness. Got goat noises. She got halfling nimbleness, so she can move straight through these gladiators. She's going to run through them into the first story of the house and action hide, which would leave her with just a bonus action. Or no, I'm sorry, she used her cunning action, so yeah, she's good then. Let me roll a stealth check. Ooh, really? She got a +8. What's their passive? 11. Okay. So she gets in here and she hides somewhere in the house. Now she's out of eyesight from you guys who are outside of the house, which is pretty much everybody. So, but if you get within sight of her, you get a passive higher than 13, you'll see her. For now, I'm taking her off the thing. She is hiding in the house. And that is her turn, I guess. Sadicus is dead. His body cracks and pops as he comes back to life with 1 HP. He will also cunning action disengage and run into the house, where he will action hide, I guess. Let's do the same thing for Sadicus, I suppose. He's not. Oh, he is as stealthy as Kieran, actually. 17.
She's stealthier than Kieran.
He rolled better. And I'll put him over here somewhere. He's in the house hiding on the first floor somewhere. He uses action, bonus action, and movement, so... okay. And we got these guys who are all messed up. They got nobody to fight now. Except for there was this...
Spider there.
The spider's on the ethereal plane.
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting.
Yeah. There's a lot going on. I know, believe me. It's a lot. I have nightmares about this map for the last couple weeks. Okay, so I guess Vaira did just attack them, so they are probably going to run in that direction.
There's also people that are on the ground too. Wait, because it's dark down there, huh?
They're on those people are on the roof.
No, these guys, it's whoops. These guys, it's dark down here where Ambien and Soul. Wait, is Soul on the ground or is he still flying?
On the ground.
Okay, yeah. All
Oh, and
three of them
Ambien's not
are-
glowing anymore, right?
Just dim light.
Oh, so you are still glowing dim light. I love how Wolf just like occasionally makes a goat noise. I mean, yeah. I mean, you're still up on the wall, aren't you, Vaira?
Yeah, she's
You
the only one up on the wall.
You got these giant braziers behind you. When I turned off dynamic lighting between sessions, but when I had it on, they were very large light sources. And you're right about him. They might be in the shadows down here. But ambient is also glowing. Dim light, but it's still a light. They definitely see Vaira, and you shot them with some magic bullshit. So, or they could follow the people into the house, right? That's the other option. They would see them run into the house.
Yeah, if they come closer, they'll still get attacked. But if they
can take
go
cover.
inside,
Yeah, they can take cover from you in the house. I think that's what they do. They go in, and they're gonna try to look for these people that ran in here. Let's give them a perception check with advantage, I guess.
nope. Well, I guess they could have advantage. They have a minus D6 on ability check.
Ooh. Okay. So
The ones that failed, anyways. I think one of them succeeded, or
All of them.
I
did
think
all of them fail?
I think all of them they all have the marker, right? Yeah. I think they all.
Nice.
I think.
Here,
Um,
I'll relink the spell so that you could see the info.
Well, I'll give them
Alright,
advantage
yeah.
because they're basically like helping each other with the perception check, but they'll take the -6 to the roll, the minus D6 or whatever. So here's the
Yeah.
roll, and then it is not enough, so it doesn't matter. They don't. It doesn't. Yeah, it legitimately. There's no way for them to see them.
How badly do they fail? Oh, not too badly.
All right. Well, those guys are tied up looking for Kieran and a once dead Sadicus. All right. Now City Guard's turn.
Wait, Sadicus already revived?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He revived on his turn.
6 seconds. All right. All right.
Yeah, he wasn't dead long. Okay, City Guards. They're 100. What did I say? Like 100 feet off the map. So they're now. They get to 40 feet off the map. And they're like, "Sir, just stop right there. Tell us what's going on calmly. Approach, please. Keep your hands at your side. Don't make any sudden movements." A couple more guards start coming out of the barracks behind them, but I might add them later or whatever. I don't know. Depending on how out of hand this gets, I don't know what's gonna happen.
This whole city's going down at this point.
Yeah, I'm starting to wonder. All right, that is the guard's turn. I don't think they're gonna attack you or anything, Meryn. At least not yet. Sestin has a goat in his hands, and he says, we were actually going to give you guys the manor, assuming you helped us clear it. What a shame. I hope it works out. Otherwise, we'll just have to leave it with the survivors.
Who the hell talks to a goat?
Yeah. Yeah. He's just going to pull you 15 feet this direction along the rooftop. He's just walking. He's like, "Oh, don't worry. They're gonna take care of it. Nothing keeps my guys down." Ambien.
My turn.
Should have dropped that staff and ran.
So who can I see from
I'm gonna
over
perfect
here?
my sad goat voice.
I thought you really just had me dead to rights, to be honest. I didn't think that there was anything I was gonna be able to do, so I was just gonna have them give up. Sorry, go ahead, Ambien.
So who can I see from over here? Because the rest are inside the house.
Yeah, there's nobody in the study, which is the only window that you can see through from here, because there's lights on in there.
How about the roof?
The roof does... Yeah, that's right.
The edge.
The roof has a doppelganger on it, right here at the edge. And right here, there's a magey-looking dwarf.
Alright, so this one I could see far better. So I'm gonna cast a 4th level moonbeam at that person.
Okay.
You guys hate me.
Does it just hit this one target?
It's gonna be around it, so it's 5 feet radius. So it's like that box that I made. made.
Okay, I got you. So that means it's gonna hit the mage too, right?
Yeah.
All right. You might be able to break his
Dang.
concentration.
What's the damage?
Does it do the
Fourth
damage now or on his turn?
level? On their turn. On
Okay.
their turn.
Okay.
And then bonus
Nah.
action, I'm gonna do a different form, which is the dragon now.
Okay. Right on. Okay.
That's it for my turn.
Good stuff. Doppelganger starts its turn in the moonbeam. What happens?
So,
Con save? Okay.
and is wait. It says something about
It's a fail, I think,
sh-
right?
a shape changer makes its saving throw with disadvantage.
Oh, really? Interesting. Okay.
And if it fails, it instantly reverts to its original form and can't assume a different form until it leaves the spell
Oh,
slot.
right.
Oh, okay. So it turns into a, like, I mean, I think Havoc saw it earlier, but like basically a kind of hideous, androgynous, gray-skinned humanoid. Yeah. I think that's what they look like. Let me just look up a picture. What? Yes, I will link his. It's pretty hideous. They have 3 fingers. They have no toes. Their feet just end in like spikes, kind of. Like it's hard to explain. Let me link it in the Discord.
That'll help all of us.
Here we go. Should be in general. I don't know if it worked.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. But it's like wearing,
Oh.
but it's like wearing clothes and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. It's also got a short bow on its back. Also, when it takes the damage, it dies. So there's that. Is any other special bullshit like you can't revive or anything like that?
No, as long as it's like it fails the thing while it starts its turn there.
I think it can't revive while it's in the moonbeam, at the very least. I guess since it takes the damage when it starts its turn, it doesn't get a turn.
Mhm.
It's dead. All right, Marin.
Did the one guy take damage? No, he didn't.
It's not. He hasn't had a
Not
turn
yet.
yet. Yeah.
I'll look over at the
Oh.
2 guards that are looking like they're maybe thinking about chasing. And I kind of raise my hands. Okay, let's talk about. Just to be professional, if you each give me 100 gold and leave, I'll let you live.
No. We're not giving you gold, sir. We're the guard. We need you to stop and tell us what happened here. We need to get to the bottom of whatever's causing this commotion, these explosions, all this damage.
Well,
You're a
I gave
witness
you a
to a crime.
chance.
Okay,
I
you
mean, you're the
fireball.
victim of a crime.
Yeah. All right. Let me see. Here, I need to.
We'll center it on them.
And their AC. I'm just like putting in their stats on their tokens here. HP and their. Okay. All right. So they gotta make Dex saves. So they get 2 of those. The Dex is not very good. They are CR1. They're just guards, you know. So there's a success and a failure. So this guy takes 13. And this guy takes 26. He's looking pretty rough. Or he's looking bloodied, I guess. Okay. You blast him 1.
And then whichever one failed the save, I'm gonna push backwards 5 feet.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. This guy. We'll put him like this. There's still. This guy here is still 40 feet off the map.
Okay. And I'll use my bonus action to command their rocks. Start trying to kill those guards, and I look at them. And
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
want to rethink the deal, and then I start backing up.
Yeah. There's more coming, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I have a lot of fireballs.
Right.
And I have a few ways to get away. Yeah, it's my turn.
All right. You look like Marin right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Havoc, you are a goat. Should we see if you can break the ties that bind you? I guess.
It doesn't matter if they see me as long as they're dead.
I imagine there's not a lot of gnomes running around town since they're all dead except you. So
Yeah.
again, he struggles in vain. The goat struggles in vain against the hog tie.
Forget this. I'm no longer a sad goat. I'm a mad goat. I'm gonna kill someone. I'm gonna kill everyone.
I'll give you like a free attack at disadvantage against Seston. You can try to bite him or something, whatever goat attacks you have. As long as it's not like a charge or something.
Okay.
It's
I'm just gonna assume it has.
disadvantage because you're restrained, but
Oh yeah, disadvantage. It doesn't hit.
it doesn't hit. You try to bite him. It doesn't work. I think like you clamp down on like his fist, but his fist is just so big that yeah, it can't get through the armor metal on his wrists. He's wearing heavy armor, so all right. It's the goat's turn. The mage starts his turn in the moonbeam, and he has to make a
Con save.
con save.
Con save.
Let's see if the goat gets free. Con save. His con is not very good.
Oh my.
So he succeeds.
Save.
He saves, but does he take half damage?
Yeah, he does.
What's half of
So
it?
he still has to make a con save to keep the
Uh-huh.
polymorph up too,
So he
doesn't
takes 9 damage, right?
No, I think
Yeah, 9.
I think the con save is from the damage.
Yeah, the con save is from the damage, so he has to
Yeah.
make a concentration check of 10 or higher, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Which he already
This is
did,
the same.
didn't he?
No, this is a different one.
It's a
This
different.
was
Yeah, it's
for-
a different save.
Oh, that was for the damage. Got it.
That
Now
was
it's
for the
concentration.
spell, yeah.
No, this is for concentrating.
Let me just check and see if he has any special bullshit for concentrating, just in case.
He's not a shape changer, is he?
No, I don't think he does have anything. He's got like tempestuous magic and Heart of the Storm and stuff like that. I don't think it does anything for this. All right, con check 10 or higher. Oh, he makes it.
Yep.
The goat stays a goat. He will then, of course, flee from the area that he is standing in. He can get a good ways. All right. I guess. What's the range on Fireball again? 150 feet?
Yeah, 150.
Return volley incoming.
Yeah.
That's why you kill the mage.
Yeah. So he
Now you will pay.
He's gonna fireball you guys in response. It's gonna hit. It's gonna hit Ambien. Vaira will be out of it. It's gonna hit Ambien, Soul, and Kitty.
So he could still see from where he's at?
Oh, I mean,
just
I
wanna
guess he wouldn't
confirm.
see where the spell came from, huh? He wouldn't see where the moonbeam came from.
No, he wouldn't.
Well,
Because it's just you point at that thing.
yeah, that's fair. I did say they were kind of in the dark down there, but ambient is glowing.
Yeah, now I'm like, I'm actually not dim light because I'm glowing.
Hmm.
So if you can see,
Although Cestus told him not to draw on us. Well, of course, he told the other guy.
He told him not. Yeah, he told the other guy not to draw on him. He's.
But-
yeah.
They did get attacked, so I assume that overwrites that.
Well, Daytash isn't the kind of guy who's like got a lust for killing or anything like Sadicus, so he probably would listen. Yeah, that's fair. I don't think he fireballs you guys.
If he was at the edge, he could fireball down there one more time before he runs.
He was close to the edge, but I think if he once he takes the damage at the beginning of his turn, could he like he can't they're in the first floor of the building now. I don't think he actually could fireball them because they're inside the building. Whatever. Yeah,
Okay.
so it doesn't matter. He is checking out of the battle though. For now.
Oh, those okay. So they ran in the front door, went to the third floor, jumped out the window, and now ran back in the front door.
Well,
I can't wait to see what
yeah,
they do
yeah.
next.
Yeah, they ran back in the front door because they chased the two rogues in there, basically. But yeah, I mean they saw the fighting and stuff going down right outside the window, so they just jumped out the window to get down there because they were like, oh, we can take the fall. We got 100 HP or whatever. So yeah, I think it's Vaira's turn.
Quick reminder that you didn't move the rock token,
Okay, yeah, it was moving towards the guards.
and
Right?
it can go 60 if they dash.
Okay. Boom. All right,
Thank you.
no problemo. Vaira.
So how tall is this tent?
Like 15-ish feet, probably. I think I told Ambient he had to go 5 feet down to get to the tent when he was flying over it.
Okay. So it's
He's gonna-
safe to say I could probably like go here and then hop to the tent and like slide down.
Gonna pull some Aladdin bullshit.
I mean, I'll require an acrobatics check, I think, to like get off the tent without hurting yourself. But
Okay, well that would be better than
it's just
trying
taking the
to just
damage.
jump down and take fall
Let's
damage.
set a DC before you do it, so it doesn't feel like cheap if you fail or something. What do you guys think a fair DC is? I'm thinking like 13.
13.
Yeah.
Sound fair?
Yeah.
All right.
13 sounds fair.
13 DC acrobatics check, please.
Cool.
Don't you
So
have special bullshit because of your race, or is that only jump?
I already used Misty Step to get up here. And
Oh.
so my only other thing is jump, and all that does is triple the distance that I can go. So, yeah, she would go there. So that was 15, and then. So this would count for her movement still, right?
It would. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jumps count as part of your movement.
Yeah. So.
I don't know about
So-
sliding afterwards.
What's the calculations for how far you could jump?
It's like 5 times your or not 5 times your strength. I think it's equal to an amount of feet equal to your strength. So if you have more than
Alright, so I
5
think-
feet, 5 strength, you should be able to make it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I have 9 strength, so I would only be able to do this if I do
It'd be-
that.
It'd be the edge. Just unsnap. So you'd be going here.
I could just barely make the tent.
I would assume
Yeah.
it's like targeting, where if you can see any corner of it from where your vantage point, then you can hit it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
You make it
Cool.
to the tent. It's like less than 5 feet across the gap to the tent. The acrobatics check is for like not landing on your head when you're like sliding down the tent or like flipping
Yeah,
or rolling or anything.
Right.
Yeah. So here's that.
Okay, you succeed. You pull it off.
Cool.
No damage.
I guess I roll down this way.
Whichever way you want. I think you can go down either side. That's fine.
In that case, she's gonna roll.
And on ambient.
So
You'll land on ambient.
Land your ally.
So, yeah, she'll start rolling this way.
We can even say like the slide down is like not part of your movement because it's falling. Like if you want to do that.
Okay.
Because you just like jump to the tent and then you're kind of falling the rest of the way, but you're like sliding down it at an angle.
Yeah. So would I go all the way off then, or would I
Up to you.
end up at the edge of the tent?
Like, I mean, up to you. You can go into, I mean, not ambient square because you can't end your turn there, but if you wanted to go next to him or whatever, we don't have to make you damage ambient. I think you rolled high enough on your acrobatics so you could like flip over him or something.
Yeah. She's gonna be cool and land right in front of Ambien.
Okay.
Just so that Ambien can see how gracefully she lands.
All right.
But then then she is going to bonus action look at Ambien and form a bond, telepathic.
Oh, okay.
So now Ambien can go wherever he wants, and they can still talk to each other.
Right on.
But it only lasts for, let's see, sorcerer level, so 9 minutes.
All right.
And then for my action, she doesn't see anybody.
Can you see through the door?
Can I see into the door? Do I see those guys there?
Sure.
Or did they go farther away?
I mean,
Because they're all searching, right?
Yeah, I
So-
just kind of moved them in there and didn't really pay attention to it. I mean,
Mm.
yeah, I mean the door's probably closed. I don't. Or maybe they didn't close. I think you can launch like a fireball in there or something if you want to. Maybe they left the door open.
Yeah, if the door's open, that's what she's gonna do.
Yeah, go for it. Launch a fireball through that door.
Yes. So yeah, she's gonna launch it as far in.
I mean, it's
As
gonna
she
damage
possible.
everybody that's on the first story.
Yeah, she
Basically
doesn't.
what's gonna
She
happen.
doesn't know trolls in there, which is fine with her.
Let's destroy the building.
And I'm sure she knows that Havoc is resistant to fire anyways, right?
Yeah,
I am.
he's also not
yeah,
in
she
there.
probably would.
I mean, she doesn't
would
know.
know.
Well, yeah, but
She doesn't know
Yeah.
where he's at. Yeah. So, all right, here we go.
You guys did finally
Uh,
see the echo disappear. You guys can interpret that however you want.
Oh, okay. I forgot about the echo. I guess did it just run out of time or something?
I finally got far enough away from it.
Oh, okay.
30 feet away.
Yeah.
we also know that Havoc can just like get rid of it and then put it back wherever. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gladiators in there. All right, so let me roll dex saves for all of them. All right, so that's 5. All right, so we got fail, success,
Fail so miserably.
fail, success, fail. All right, so this guy fails. He takes 27. This guy succeeds. He takes 13. This guy fails. He takes 27. Succeeds for 13. And fails. All right, now one for Kieran. She's probably going to succeed, to be honest. Yeah.
Did she? I forget. Was she one of the ones that failed my synaptic static?
No, she succeeded.
She succeeded. Okay.
Yeah, she didn't have the thing on her.
Cool.
So that knocks it down to half, 13. She also has evasion, which knocks it down half again to 6. And then she can uncanny dodge if she wants to, but she's not going to. Actually, she will. Yeah, knock it down to like 3 damage.
Jeez.
Okay.
27 to 3.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that some bullshit?
Great.
And then Sadicus dies again.
Oh yeah. I don't think she'll be able to use uncanny dodge, ambience.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's for
it's an
attacks.
attack. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right. So it would be 6.
But either way, that's still pretty good.
So I'll take another 3 off her health. Okay. Sorry. Sadicus dies again somewhere in the building.
Oh boy.
There's him
It's
right.
a good thing they never directly attacked us, right?
No, he didn't.
Well, Atticus did attack Ambien.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, that's right. He did.
Yeah, that's true.
Why can you guys kill everything but the goat?
Because the goat is out of sight.
Yeah, we haven't seen the goat for a good like minute.
Kill the mage!
already.
It's been a while. Yeah, it looks like unless you break concentration on the mage, he's gonna be a goat for a while.
The goat's bleeding. It's just getting farther away.
Yeah. Yeah. You got anything else for us, Vaira?
No, that was all of my possible action.
All right. The Spooter is going to try to catch up with its master, I think. He does have 60 movement, so he can't quite get there. It's like right here, I think. Okay. Goat, you see a giant spider. Well, I guess he's on the ethereal plane, so actually you don't see him. All right, that's the spider's turn. Soul?
How high is the mansion?
The 3rd story, like the study, is 30 feet high. The 1st floor, where all the stuff going on, is basically ground level, 0.
How about the roof?
The
50 feet?
the bottom of the roof is like 30 feet. 30 feet, I think, is what we said. I don't remember. Is it 30?
From the roof to the floor is 30 feet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to fly 30 feet up,
Okay.
and then I guess I'll move. How do I do this again? Right click, move.
This bleeding heart.
There we go. 30 feet this way,
All right.
and I will attempt to shoot the mage at disadvantage.
Okay. A 16 would be just enough to hit if he didn't count shield, which he does. Shields.
Okay.
I hate this mage.
Then I will
He's kind of a
shoot again. Nope.
Oh no, misfire, right?
Yep.
What does that do exactly?
I have to spend my tools to fix it.
Right, it doesn't like do damage to you or anything when you misfire.
Let me pull out misfire. There you go.
Weapon misfires. Attack misses. Weapon cannot be used again until you spend an action to try to repair your firearm. Okay. Just gotta do the Tinker Tools check. Alright. It misfires. Unfortunately, I don't get to make you friendly fire anybody or anything, I guess.
Nope.
Wait, doesn't it make it hit? Or is it just a plain old misfire fire?
Like, it is a nat 1. I mean, what do you think, Soul?
Oh, did it
So,
break?
So it'll hit me, and I won't be able to attack next turn.
Yeah, it would break.
Well, no, he gets a check, I guess. Sorry, I'm reading it out of order.
When you make an attack roll, the dice roll is equal to lower the misfire score. The weapon misfires. The attack misses. The weapon cannot be used again until you spend an action to repair it, which is the Tinker Tools check. So you can,
Oh, to repair it, okay, my bad.
so you can try to repair it like next turn on your action because you just used your action to fire, right?
Right.
Yeah. Let's not do damage to you two. It seems like a little bit overkill. I don't know. Yeah, it's fine. It's just you gotta.
Yeah, especially if
Up
he takes his
to you.
action next time.
Yeah. So
You know,
it's just it's broken. You gotta repair it next turn. No damage.
when
to it.
Marin hears about this, the only thing he's gonna have to say is "I told you so."
I mean, Meryn has his hands busy talking to guards.
I
So,
said if I
will
hear
he
about
be-
it later. If I hear about it later.
That ends my turn.
Okies Kasmokies. The next person's turn is the halfling. He was stealthed. Yeah, I think she's gonna move through the house. Let's see. Are any of these guys looking weak enough for her to try to take out? Yes. Okay. So she moves up behind one of these guys. And she's going to try to take him out. Let's see if she can. She has point blank shot, so she'll just do the attack rolls with her bow. She comes up behind him with like the bow pulled all the way back, like right. Oh, let's see if she hits first. That hits, I think, even with the -2. So yeah, she basically has the bow pulled back straight to the back of his skull. He only takes 9 damage, so he doesn't die. So she takes another shot. She's now... Oh yeah, it would be sneak attack too, because she's stealthed, right? He has 3 HP left, and it's 46, so he dies. She is revealed now, I guess. I'm just going to put her like here. And then she'll take a shot at the next guy, the next worst looking guy. With a -2 to the attack roll. That hits for 10. He doesn't die. She then runs across the room and jumps behind the couch and cunning action hides. Stealth. 16 is higher than his passive, but he'll get a chance to look for her on his turn.
An army of undying people. These guards don't stand a chance.
Yeah, I mean, if they were smart, they would like restrain them or something, right? Like, or turn them into a goat.
Yeah,
This seems to be a pretty useful way of dealing with people that can't die.
really effective.
All right.
Don't worry, there's only 59 minutes left on that spell.
Yeah, right. Saticus is dead. He doesn't have any current stuff going on. So he wakes up with 1 HP. He is not stealthed though. So let me reveal him. I think maybe one of the guards is like leaning over him when he comes back. Let's see if he can like stealth, like pretend to be a corpse or something. Stealth check. 16.
Not bad.
It costs his action, so he doesn't get to do anything else this turn. But he plays dead effectively, at least until they make a check on him. I guess it's the gladiator's turn now. So one is going to look for the halfling that shot him. Let's see how he does on perception. He has passive 11, so he has to roll. Nope. Doesn't see her. The guy standing over Saticus makes a perception check to try to tell if he's dead. Nope. Can't tell he's dead. He turns his back on Sadicus and he says, there's more across by the wall. I think they're coming through the courtyard. We should head them off. Yeah, I guess these two will run out the door. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And towards those guys. 5. That's the same. It's the same distance. They are running towards you guys. They're not close enough. I mean, they can throw their spears with disadvantage. So one's going to throw 2 spears at Kitty, I guess, and one's going to throw 2 spears at Soul, I suppose.
I'm 30 feet in the air. Does it still hit?
They had their range is 20-60, so no, they probably can't shoot you, Soul. So all 4 are on Kitty with disadvantage then. Okay. Disadvantage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did any of those hit?
No.
All right. So nothing happens there. I think that's... Is there one more? No, he died. Kieran killed him. All right. The guards.
I hate to be that guy, but it's 11.
Yeah. Why don't we stop it here and pick up next week? I really thought, holy balls, you're still a goat. So I told Wolf, because Wolf messaged me before the session. He was like, hey, I accidentally deleted my token or whatever. And I was like, okay, I'll put it back or whatever. I was like, don't worry, they're not even going to keep chasing you. Is what I told him. I was like, it's no big deal. They're not even going to keep chasing you. And that's what I thought was going to happen. And yeah, it's a 3-session combat. There's a lot going on. It's not really like a straight up combat either. Like half the time they were sort of working with Havoc, and there's all this stuff going on.
Yep.
Yeah, we were also like on the other side of the map. We had to like go over this wall.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. I thought so. Here's what I thought was going to happen today. I was like, well, Seston and Sadicus aren't going to be able to spot him, so they're going to basically like. I was like, they're basically gonna be like, oh, we can't find him. Just let him go. We'll go back and deal with the witnesses, kind of thing. And then they were going to come back into the room and try to kill everybody that saw them there. Basically, is what was going to happen. But frickin' Daytash had to spot you, and then Polymorph had to work. Like I didn't even think about it until I was like, oh, what would Daytash do? Oh, look, he spots you. What would he cast? Oh man, wouldn't Polymorph be so troll? I'm just gonna do it as a troll. And then I did it, and you're still Polymorph. I'm sorry.
And it worked. I figured, they'll take their opportunity attacks. They'll fucking goddamn it.
I think they're pretty wise to what's they know, like not like wise like 20 wisdom, but like they're familiar with the magic that Daytash uses.
Mm-hmm.
He's their magic guy basically. But yeah, it's just weird session, just weird. I mean, maybe it's payback for last session on Wolf. I guess I
didn't set that situation up.
You what?
I said I didn't set that situation up.
Well, I mean, no, you didn't really. I set the situation up. You just exploited the obvious loopholes.
Thank you.
My eyes are like watering uncontrollably. But I don't know. Did you guys have? I thought again today. I thought we'd get through this map and get on to the next map. Right now, I'm wondering if we're ever gonna get there at all. If it's gonna happen.
I had tons of fun. Goat loads even.
Goat loads of fun. All right. Well, I'm sorry you were a goat the whole session.
By next session, we're gonna own the manor in the. So that's pretty good.
okay, so everybody got 6, and then I gave extra to a couple people, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I put it in the goals thing.
All right.
What everybody got.
Wolf, take an extra 3 for being a goat the whole session, because you're the goat, and the goat gets extra experience.
Sure.
And Vaira, take another 3, just for all like the cool interaction with like throwing spells at the other guys, and, like chasing them in and out of the building, and just all that stuff. Oh yeah, everybody deserves a little bit extra
I love
XP.
the tent.
Oh yeah, and the tent thing. Yeah. And Soul, take 3 XP for misfiring your gun, because that's fun. And we get your first
I
misfire.
was gonna say, was it for not for like throwing the guy off the wall?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, take it for throwing the guy off the wall then. And I'll try to get better about managing XP. What I need to do is like write it down or something when it happens. I think, I don't know. Maybe I'm getting a little bit better. I almost forgot it again today though. So, okay. Well, thanks for playing, guys. Does anybody want to shout out? Oh, Marin, you got to take some. Did I give you extra XP?
You gave me 3 for the beating them
For
to
the
death
beating
with
to death?
the remains of the gate.
Yeah. Okay.
I think everyone got 3 plus 6.
Yeah, we got a total
Yeah.
of 9 for
right.
everybody.
Cool. Well, that sounds fine. Is anybody getting close to leveling again yet?
No.
Nope.
37
Good.
out
I
of
don't
100.
think any of us are halfway to leveling yet.
7 out of 100. You just got 9 just now, right?
No, that's after.
You said
the
27.
No, 37. But
37.
37.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I thought you said 7. Sorry. You said just 7. All right. Cool.
Oh.
Was anybody got any shout outs or anything they want to do? Anything like that?
Shout out to the GOAT.
The goat. Yeah. Don't worry. They can't keep you as a goat forever.
Only for an hour, so 59 more sessions to go.
For an hour, and then if he wants to cast it again. Yeah, 59 more sessions. Gosh. I really hope we end this map next time around. Honestly, like, I'm tired of this map. I just want to go.
I mean, it'll be worth it if we kill the entire city guard and own 5 rings. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. I think
We
it's-
just hunker down at the manor after we clear it out and just kill anybody who comes through the gate.
Yeah, and if there are no survivors in the entire city, go get other magistrates. So
I mean, we can own a city.
I mean,
yeah,
I don't
we can
think
tax them.
Yeah, I don't think it works that way. There's like military.
Taxes are
and
cool
stuff.
when you
We'll
receive
find
them.
out.
Yeah, there's like tons there's tons of like really powerful monks up in the city, in like the citadel monastery parts of the city.
Just
You know
polymorph
you're
them.
doing well when tax season comes around and you make money.
Like
This-
owning,
this is-
like basically taking ownership of the manor was something that could happen, but I think that we're beyond that now. Like the guards, are, like here's how it would have happened, right?
Don't say.
It could have happened. And sort of my plan was like, you guys assassinate everyone in the manor, and like with the assassins group or whatever, and the town guard isn't alerted, and you just sort of like assume ownership of the manor through like disguising yourselves as Crudyat or, something along those lines. Or like you kill everyone there, the town guard doesn't get wise to it, and they either sell the manor and you buy it with all the gold that you find in the manor, or the group takes it, the assassin group takes it and just like gives it to you. But now that the town guard is involved, like I don't see that happening.
I
don't
mean,
think
I
any
just
of
think we
us-
need to step it up to the next scale and own the town.
Like there's
Right.
practically no like, unless like you can kill the immediate guards, but unless you like you kill like all the guards that are about to respond to this, there's no way to kill all the witnesses, basically. And they're gonna keep, they're like cops in GTA. They're just gonna keep coming until there's too many guards, like to stop them all. So what's probably, I'm just guessing, but what's probably going to end up happening is people are going to have to leave the manor in order to like not call down the whole town guard on everyone that's here. I'm just thinking that I could be totally wrong. I've been wrong several times.
This is why they have such scary looking pictures of us as bounty flyers when
Yeah.
Nathan arrives.
Yeah, totally. You guys are making a huge mess, but that's fun. It's been fun to watch for sure. So I guess we'll find out.
Remember when you said that the big team was gonna end in a few sessions?
Yeah. I think as soon as we get this cleared up, I mean, we're pretty much at the end for B team's arc for now. Like, we just need to get all this stuff at the manor settled, and then figure out what happens with the assassin group, basically. And that's sort of how the arc is going to end, I think. We'll see whether you guys end up joining them, whether you guys end up killing them and fleeing town or whatever. That's pretty much going to be the end of the arc, I guess. That's what I'm thinking, anyways. But I don't know. You guys could pull out more surprises, so we'll see. All right. Well, thanks for playing, guys. I appreciate it. You guys showed up, and we'll all be back here next week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
See you next week.
Oh, do
Good
you
night.
Good night,
do you
guys.
have your Friday game this Friday?
No, we just had it this past Friday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm off this Friday. So not this Friday, but the next Friday, we'll have another episode of Unknown New Orleans. And my character is starting to he's starting to get under people's skin, I think, in the group on that show. So just totally intentional. But I don't know what's going to happen there. We'll see.
Separate question. I sent you those 3 videos recently. Are you planning on uploading those anytime soon?
I don't know.
Or not sure what you want to do with them?
I have no idea what I want to do with them yet, to be honest. I
Fair
was
enough.
thinking about saving them for, like, if we ever did those catch-up videos where we were like, hey, this is what happened the whole time the campaign was running off stream. I was thinking about, like, saving the footage for that stuff, but I'm not sure. I could... The problem is, like, if I upload them, I would have to give them, like, an episode number, and when we started... It means I would have to go, if I wanted to, basically, when I started the stream and stuff, the episodes on YouTube started episode 1 already. So if I were to, like, upload these previous episodes, then I kind of have to do, like, prequel.
-5.
Yeah.
You
or something, yeah.
you could do point 01, 0.02, 0.03. I mean, we don't have enough to go the whole.
Yeah.
I like -5 better. That's more original. It's -4, -5.
I don't know. I kind of have to.
Really confusing because 5 had come before 4.
Yeah. It'd be like it's confusing. It's for sure. It'd be like prequel episodes. It'd be like prequel 1, 2, and 3 or something like that. I don't know. I have to think about it. If I can think of a way to make it work, then I'll do that. But I don't know if you guys got any ideas for like how to make that work, or like, you know, as far as like titling it with the other sessions, making sure it's on the same playlist and stuff. Let me know, because I just don't want to go back and change the number of every episode we've ever done. It's just a huge pain. So because it's twice as many videos as there are episodes, right? Because they're all 2 parts.
Well,
so
we're also technically in season 2, right? Just go through and label them.
I don't put the
Season
season in
1.
like the episode title, though.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, just do like episode 1 through now it's on 27. That's how many episodes we've done since.
So then I guess just prequel episode 1 would work.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
And one and up.
Also, like, they're not all of the prequel episodes, right? So like,
we don't have all of them. We only have a few.
Yeah.
When we found Ishu, and when Ella joined, and when we fought a hag, I think are the 3 that I found.
Yeah.
None of mine are videos of the actual game. It would all just be my
Black screen.
notes and stuff. So yeah, black screen.
I'll figure something out. Maybe I will just upload them as like prequel 1, 2, and 3 or something, just to have the stuff up there. So like if people need to reference it or want to look back at stuff, they can.
Yeah, figure something out. I was just curious.
Yeah. I'll let you guys know. I might actually, since I don't have the Friday show this week, I might work on it this week. We'll see.
All right.
All right.
All right, well,
Good night.
remember to
guys.
wear your seatbelt.
Yeah. Thanks. All
Bye,
right.
everybody.
Have a good night.
Take care, guys. Have
Night.
a great week.
You too.
See you guys.
Yep. Night, guys.
If you enjoy the video, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe.